You are not unhappy because your life is full of problems. You are unhappy because your life has become too easy and too boring. Most people believe that their depression, their boredom, and their inner emptiness are caused by bad luck or an unfair society. But the uncomfortable truth is this: you are living far below your true potential. Have you ever noticed what happens when you play a video game or when you work on something extremely important just before the final deadline? Time disappears. You don't feel hunger, you don't feel thirst, you don't feel tired. It feels as if you've entered another world. Don't call this a coincidence. This is a weapon. In an era where comfort is sold as success, I'm here to tell you why difficulty is what makes you feel alive. Because the truth is, comfort leads to stagnation, and stagnation is a slow form of death. Hello friends, I am Saurabh and welcome to BookTuber Hindi. Psychologist Dr. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi dedicated his entire life to understanding one single question: when is a human being truly happy? He called the answer flow. Flow is not a motivational buzzword, it is a weapon. Flow is the mental state where your challenge and your skill collide, and the concept of time completely disappears. Inside your brain exists a pharmaceutical laboratory that can give you the most powerful drug and the sharpest focus on Earth for free. A state where your productivity increases by 500% and your creativity by 700%. Scientists call it transient hypofrontality, and Lord Krishna called it Nishkama Karma, action without attachment to results. If you want to learn how to transform your boredom and depression into the focused mind of a genius, this video is for you. Think about it. When you have nothing meaningful to do, that is when you feel the most miserable. This is called hedonic adaptation. What you desperately crave today will bore you tomorrow, because your nervous system was not designed to sit on a sofa eating chips. When you are under-challenged, your mind turns against itself. This is known as psychic entropy, mental chaos. When there is no enemy outside to fight, your mind creates enemies into old memories, regrets, fear of the future. They appear only when you are not in flow. Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." But where is your why? It disappeared the moment you started running away from challenges. Remember this: difficulty is not punishment. It is permission to feel alive. Flow is not just a feeling, it is a chemical storm inside your brain. Dr. Csikszentmihalyi discovered that flow is the only state where your brain releases 5 powerful neurochemicals at once: dopamine, serotonin, anandamide, norepinephrine, endorphins. Notice the word anandamide. It comes from the Sanskrit word anand, meaning bliss. This chemical reduces pain and gives you a godlike sense of being. You are searching for happiness outside, while an entire pharmaceutical factory inside you remains shut. There is no drug in the world that can compete with the human brain. You can call flow the legal, limitless pill. Modern neuroscientists like Andrew Huberman agree: when you enter flow, the prefrontal cortex shuts down temporarily. The part of your brain that creates fear, self-doubt, self-criticism, in simple words, the death of ego. When you are so deeply absorbed in a task that you forget who you are, where you are, and what time it is, that is real heaven. The Bhagavad Gita calls this Nishkama Karma, when action itself becomes the reward. Stephen Kotler, one of the world's leading flow researchers, revealed a precise formula. To enter flow, the challenge must be 4% greater than your skill. If the challenge is 10 to 20% higher, you feel fear. If it is equal to or lower than your skill, you feel boredom. Most people make one of 2 mistakes. They either dream so big that their mind gets paralyzed by fear, or they live so small that their mind falls asleep. Your job is simple. Stretch yourself just 4% every day. David Goggins finds flow in pain. He says, when your mind quits, that's when the real work begins. That 4% gap is where miracles happen. Filling that gap is the first requirement of genius. Dr. Csikszentmihalyi also said, any boring task can be turned into joy if you play it like a game. Why are games addictive? Because they contain 4 elements missing from your life. 1, clear goals. You always know the next move. 2, immediate feedback. You kill the enemy, you get points. Create feedback loops in your life. Daily quests, weekly missions, monthly boss fights. 3, challenge skill balance. Games are too easy. They get slightly harder at every level. You must set your own difficulty settings. 4, rules. Impose rules on yourself. Freedom without rules is distraction. Discipline is what takes you to flow. If you are bored, stop making excuses. It simply means you are stuck in a system that does not deserve your potential. You are a high-level player playing the tutorial level. And if you are anxious, you are a player who jumps straight to the final boss without training. The solution is not motivation. The solution is deconstruction. Break big goals into tiny steps that challenge you by only 4%. A surgeon experiences flow during surgery, one of the most stressful jobs in the world, because skill and challenge are balanced. A dancer doesn't feel tired while dancing, they feel energized. Difficulty is not punishment, it is permission to feel alive. Your brain is like a hungry lion. If you don't give it prey, a challenge, it will start eating you. That's why when you sit quietly alone, negative thoughts, regrets, and fears appear. Your depression is nothing but your mind consuming itself. Flow is not a luxury, it is a psychological necessity. If you don't feel slightly uncomfortable every day, you are dying. Evolution has one rule: what doesn't expand shrinks. Our ancestors lived in flow because flow meant hunting and survival. Today, survival is easy, so we must choose meaningful struggle. Easy pleasures, porn, junk food, social media, steal your future excitement. They give dopamine, but not flow. And dopamine without flow makes you hollow. Your brain receives 11 million bits of information every second, but your conscious mind processes only 40 to 50 bits. You are missing 99.9% of life. But studies from Harvard and Sydney University show, in flow, this filter disappears. Your processing speed and pattern recognition increase by 400 to 500%. You stop being human. You become a biological supercomputer. Stop asking, how can I relax? Start asking, what is the worthy difficulty I'm avoiding? Flow is not something you find occasionally. It is a discipline. It is a lifestyle. Top performers are not more talented. They simply spend more time in flow. They know that between boredom and anxiety lies a narrow path, and on that path, genius is born. Dr. Csikszentmihalyi teaches us, happiness is not found, it is created through action. A great life is not luck, it is applied psychology. If you are unhappy today, it means your powers are unused. Identify your skills, choose a challenge that scares and excites you, and dive into it. Remember, the man who finds his flow finds his God. Stop living a safe life. Safety is another name for slow death. Choose your difficulty. Play your game. Enter the zone where time disappears. Now there are 2 paths. You can close this video and return to a blurry, easy, hollow life where every day is a copy of the last, or you can choose today the worthy difficulty that shakes you from inside. Are you ready to take your 4% challenge? Comment below and tell us, what is the one activity where you feel flow? And if you enjoy science-backed deep book summaries, check out our playlist. Because on BookTuber Hindi, we don't just read books, we rewire minds. Subscribe. The next system update is coming soon. Stay hungry, stay in flow. Thank you.